So with FC25, the season pass is different to any other year because you can combine pro clubs, player career, manager career, and ultimate team all together. As you can see, we are almost at level 11 as it is. Now, if you press L2 or left trigger on the season pass, you will have your typical season objectives, ultimate team objectives, and then there's manager, player, and pro club objectives. So starting off with pro clubs, you will have your daily, which is basically score 3 goals, which will be in Rush, and play 2 games in Rush in Pro. So not with Ultimate Team in Pro clubs. Then you have weekly, which is play 2 club games, play 4 Rush games, etc., etc. They're all here. Now, you can do this in basically in a couple hours, to be honest with you, especially if you've got a team already. If you are a die-hard Pro clubs guy, you're going to get loads of this done really, really quickly. And then if you switch that over to player career, we have the seasonal, which is transfer to a great club. I'll go through how to get all these done the quickest way possible. Player of the season, player of the month, Ballon d'Or winner, and max out skill category. And then in your actual weekly objectives, it's play 5 matches, perform a hat-trick, reach top manager favor rating, complete 10 games, complete an objective from the agent, and then 5 activities, and equipped a playstyle. And then the last one will be the manager career. And you can see here, we've got ourselves the seasonal ones. Make 5 top grade transfers, promote 3 youth players, shortlist 10 players, win a major tournament, participate in 10 press conferences, hire a 5-star coach, complete 20 training drills. And then manager career for the weekly is play 5 games, set up a training plan, hire a coach, make a tactical change. They're them. And then, of course, we have our ultimate team, which at the moment, if we go into ultimate team, I'm just going to skip ahead. It's called Rush Points at this minute in time. Now, I've already did a video on how to get maximum Rush Points on the channel, so go ahead and check that out. Before we get into any of this, let's have a little treat for you. I've got something to tell you, and let's get into that. Let me introduce you to LootBar.gg. They help out massively, and you can get coins as well. So they are 8 to 10% cheaper than any other platform available. If you use code NANNY, you get an additional 8% off on your first purchase, plus 5% extra coins on top every time you do this. Also, a lot of content creators just like these use LootBar too. So if you are looking for coins, use code NANNY and head over to the link in the description or in the comment section and get those coins now. So let's start off with the pro clubs one and how to get them done quick. So I know a lot of you guys play clubs, so just get that out of the way. You want to create a club, send your friends in, I've invited you, making your own club, and then all you're going to go ahead is, for example, on my club here, we've got XP Farmers. That's what we're going to be doing today. That's where your invitations are going to be, your transfer requests, and much more. Once you've got that all set up, you've got your pro set up. When you are into enter play, you've got choices of Rush, which is what we're looking at today. There's 2 things you can do here. You can play Rush, which then playing Rush will put you into this mode, and you can search straight away and go ahead and play on your own. But if you want to invite your friends who are part of your club, press the right trigger or R2, select whichever friend you are, they will join in. Once they're in, just all press start and off you go and you can play. And that's how you're going to get those ticked off. And just remember your weekly challenges, for example, 25 tackles, goals. Your league games are going to be here, playoff match, etc. with the teams again. Again, it's a very similar thing. You don't have to play with your team if you don't want to. You can go ahead and do the drop-in and drop-out games if you want to, or invite people in, as you can see. So go ahead and tick them off. I'm not going to show you how to score goals in clubs or anything like that, because obviously it's different depending on if you're playing on your own or not. But let's go ahead and head over to the next one. Now, this one's really good for getting SP points, or XP as we call it. And it is going to be in player career. Now, you're going to head over to player career. Now, I've already started one already. Now, I have the Ultimate Edition, so I might have a few players that you don't. But if you go to new player career, go ahead and you can do this the same way as me, with or without what I'm about to say. So either use a real player, and if you don't play it properly, or an icon. If you do play player career normally, just go ahead and do what you normally do and clear that one. But if you want to do it quickly, use a real player or select an icon. And then what you're looking to do is to select whatever's the best rated player from your favorite player, your favorite team, whatever. Go ahead and set up everything that you normally would. Once that is done, choose the team. Now, I recommend, if you want to tick off the seasonal ones, which is like win the Ballon d'Or, player of the month and that, go ahead and pick the best team you possibly can. But if not, you can go ahead and choose like a League 2, get the hat-tricks done really quickly. But the trick you can do here, let's just say we use Henry, Arsenal, knock this down to 3-minute halves, knock that all the way down to beginner. It is a little bit boring, but you'll get it done very, very easy. 3-minute halves is 6 minutes a game if you didn't know that. Change it to whatever currency you want. Simulation gameplay is how it is. Once you've done that, advance, and then you are going to be brought up with all these menus. Now, they're a little bit underwhelming, but just remember what weekly objectives you have. So I had like equip the playstyle, I had all of that. So let's go ahead and get into the main menu of it. So we are going to make a save here. I'm just going to call this player progress too. It doesn't really matter. And we are going to go into the game. Now, for me, for doing it, I've been doing it with Accrington Stanley, just the quickest English team I could find, lowest rated. Now, a few things you're going to want to look at when you are on the player career menu. This is the first thing you're going to see. So head over to My Pro. You've got your personality here. These personalities will unlock by doing the tiers. So in the top left-hand side of my screen, so where my camera's pointing across, we have 0 tier at the moment. Once we get the first tier, we can change the playstyle on our screen that you see, this one here. Once you keep going up, you see you're unlocked at level 6. Tier 6, you get another slot, and etc. So that's how you're going to do that. To get the personality things is very, very simple. You just have to complete the activities. For example, invest in a club. You see there we get some of the points at the bottom here. Those heartbeat points and everything else that you get are going to be what you're going to get. Now, the quickest way to build these up is just go ahead and assign as many as you get. You get like 1.5 million pounds or euros or dollars. Just go ahead and select as many of these as you can. Once you've done that, if you then back off and we head back to My Pro, you can see we're building up our personality points already. So I've already got 250, so I'm just going to keep going until I get that done. So again, just going through one by one. So let me go complete those and I'll be back once that is done. So we have got that done. Now we've got ourselves the personality tier 1. So let's head over to that. And now you can see here, we've got ourselves our first playstyle. So all you have to do to unlock that weekly one is just change it to whatever one you want. So for example, I want Decisive. That has now been changed. To unlock the next tier, you just need to keep doing the things I've just showed you or other things. Now you have My Agent. And this is where it gets interesting, especially if you want to get something done quicker. You can see here, for a contract renewal, we need to play at least a lot of these starting games in the starting 11. And then you have your path where you can choose a different club. So, for example, we are Arsenal. If we want a transfer, these are the things we have to do to change. So, for example, let's say we want to move from Arsenal to Barcelona, a bit like Thierry Henry did in real life. We just need to go ahead and find Spain and select Barcelona. Once we have selected Barcelona, you can see here, these are all the goals we do. We need to score 4 chip goals as an option, win the League Cup as an option. Inside the box goals, 25. Matches start, we need 61%, and we need to create 80 goals. So let's say we choose that. We can then choose that as our path, and then there you go. That has been selected. Barcelona has been selected. Now we've got ourselves that done. Your agent will pop up saying what it is in terms of what you want to do. So you go, there's my path, there's my current contract, there's my path, and there's my agent recommend. So you can go into player agent here, and there's nothing that we have at this moment in time because we haven't started any games in the season. Now, other things you can do as well to level up in terms of getting tasks done here. Once you get into the game, you just want to sim ahead to when the game starts. You'll see here we get other things done. Now, we've got ourselves new player arrivals, and we can add on to that to get ourselves some more tier points. Help the club, for example. I don't think it really matters which one you choose too much. Just go ahead and choose any. And then the same for manager messages. They give you things to invest in, which I showed you. It starts going to give us more of the foundations and also getting more money into your account to be able to unlock more tiers on your personality. So the more tiers you have, the higher up it will go in terms of getting your personality, which gives you more traits and play styles and much more else. Then we have other things here, just like, for example, good investments and etc. You want to sim so you get all the way through the game, and then you are a rookie. Go ahead and play the game, but do not simulate the game. I did that, I scored a hat-trick. I simulated the game, and then I basically didn't get any objectives done. So you have to play the full game. That's the main reason we put it on 3-minute halves to get it done as quickly as possible. So that is how you're going to do my player career. Now let's move over to my career in terms of management and get that one sorted as well. And just while we're on this screen, if you want to check any of your objectives of how you're doing, you have to go back to the season pass. Just pressing back opposite to start. You can see here player objectives. I already did a few. So we got them to do. That's the only way to do it. And then the manager one's the same. So we've got to play 5 games, etc. Make a tactical change. So let's go ahead and head over to manager career now. So manager career is what you're looking at. I'm going to carry on with the one I made just for the example with Arsenal. I've already done a couple things like training sessions. It all comes up and tells you right at the start. It's really easy to follow. And now you can see here we have create a tactical preset. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we are going to go ahead and create a tactical one here. So let's go ahead and change it to, for example, tick attacker just to get this done. And then we can go ahead and player impact, and we can see who it impacts and who it doesn't. So Timber goes down, but Party goes up, etc., etc. So there you go. Once that's been done, we can then just back out, and we got that one ticked off. We've got 2 offers here for some players. We've got Kiwior and Zinchenko, so we can add them to our transfer list if we want to. But you can head over to a transfer if there's some players you want. You got your scouts here as well. Like everything's here that you need to do. So for example, if I want João Neves, I can ask him to scout. Also add him to the short list. And etc. And obviously, he's just transferred, so it's going to be harder to get than anybody else, as you know. And then you've got the academy players, which is the youth tournament, and you can go ahead and just go have a look at the plan, and you can basically put these players straight into your club straight away and get that objective done as well. So every time we want Welsh, we can go ahead and make him into a normal keeper. We can then go ahead and get that one sorted, and you just want to keep leveling these pros up as you go through. and then it'll give you a chance to give them a contract once they hit a certain age. Now, we've got our youth scout already sorted. I went through and did that already. We can go ahead and get another scout if we want to from another nation, but 2's enough for now. And then we have the same for the youth squad in general. Now, this is where you can promote players. You can see here, and then sign them up. So we need to sign 10, I believe. So let's just go ahead and go to development pan. And then we can back off of that one and have a look what else we got here. Goalkeeper. Promote to senior squad. Too young. So make sure you got the right age. Of course, they have to be 16, I believe. So promote to senior squad. Promote to senior squad. So again, I've got 3 here. That's 4. We'll do the goalkeeper as well, and that's 5. Bear in mind, we're just trying to do the objectives. We're not trying to do the perfect career here. You can see here, now we're missing some, so we have to go and scout some players and sign them up, so we can go ahead and do that as well. Show actions. Let's go ahead and sort out his development plan later on. But now, let's say we've deployed those scouts that we've done, those players that we've done, those underage ones. We can now go back to the objectives and see what has been complete in that. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Press back. Head over to our manager objectives, and you can see here, we've gone ahead and promoted 3 players. That one's been ticked, so we got the SP for that automatically done. And we're already starting to do other things already. So that's how easy it can be. And that's going to level you up the season pass the most. I'm not going to talk about Ultimate Team. I did a separate video for that. It's really, really straightforward again. So what I'm going to be doing now is just doing pro clubs, trying to get those rush goals done and much more. If you have any questions or don't understand anything, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one.